Alright guys, so I was trying to upload a video for today, but it got a copyright strike, obviously, I guess, cuz I thought, a lot of people do reactions. I did a whole lot of pausing and talking, but they still hit me with a copyright strike. So I highly suggest watching this. I searched up that this guy right here, he's like 27, and like maybe during the 2035 election, I'm hoping he could become the next president because I searched him up to see if he was on the list, and he was not in the list. Um, and then I'm gonna just cut the end of the video I had for what I said in the end of the first video, and then it's just gonna be all over the place, unfortunately. But I think it's just a sum up to show what I truly stand for. Number one, Salamalans scam, Slickattle. The idea of it, right, was just absolutely crazy. It was just people making up businesses for like tax purposes, I guess. They said there was no kids in the school, but these solo journalists, which is mainly came from the mega movement, they're going up to the daycares with cameras trying to film kids. That is just absolutely weird. You know what I mean? If there's a scam in a business, I believe that is up for the FBI to investigate, which they should, obviously, because that's tax-paying people dollars. But the head of the whole ring turns out to be a white woman, which is quite interesting because a lot of people blame the Solimalians, but they not saying that they weren't part of it, but she bossed them around, almost like the year of. But uh, I just did a quick edit. You guys know what I was gonna say. Um, I've been listening to a little bit. I've been going through the AM stations, and there's this guy. I was supposed to find a tweet of it, but I don't ever want to mention him. But he, somewhere around the lines, said that the Grammys happened the night before, so I was listening the next day, and he was talking about how he's like, "Oh, Grammys is this, Grammys is that," because of the Billie Eilish statement. Um, he's like, only Democrats were in the Grammys. I'm like, is that even true? So I had to Google it. You know what I mean? I'm like, has any Republicans ever won or honored? They said several. Top, they got one guy got nominated, Richard Nixon, which I could have sworn was the worst person in the world. Um, but he didn't win. But he was nominated, so I mean, our nomination's pretty nice, right? I guess. We got the Republican senator from Illinois that won in 1968. So yeah, it's anybody could get rewards. I don't really care about the Grammys. I just want to throw that out there. Um, Obama won too. He was like Obama and Michelle always win. They won a lot of rewards. They only won two each, but man, I guess that's a lot. He also got the Peace Prize. Imagine that. So, uh, Epstein files. We're gonna be talking about that. Obviously, this person said you're obsessed with the files. It's weird at this point, but it's because we want the people who are the we want to make sure the victims get what they deserve, which is justice. A lot of people's like, oh, how come there's no protest for the what was she? She was a Ukrainian refugee, and a lot of people consider her to be, I mean, white, and that's the only Ukrainian that they ever care about was the one that landed on their soil, but they don't care about the other country, and they want to be like, oh, where was the outrage for this person? Well, they went to jail, so why would there be an outrage for something that already got served justice? You know what I mean? It's like the ICE situation where I shot two people. There's still no justice for that. So that's gonna be interesting. I can't wait till the history books come out because history gets approved by a lot of people. So and we already learned that people who write the history wins. You know, and, the losers don't get to write in the history books. So we'll see how that works out. That's actually going to be very interesting. So we're gonna go back and talk about the 2024 election because we got 24 candidates here. Uh, Man, dude, Republicans like they were fighting to get into the chair, dude. There were so many. Uh, I can't remember, but I remember one of them was trying to push the age limit of retirement, and everybody shut that down. I think they were trying to run for the governor of Florida. DeSantis is decent. I'm not gonna lie. Um, I like his Wolves over there. Um, Cardinal West. All right, guys. Oh boy, I'm moving something else. Hold on. There we go. This guy right here, I would have voted for him, but the issue is, even if I did, I know he didn't even had a chance, man, because people are too America is too stupid to vote for a third party. They really are. The only way their third party is gonna get in a seat is probably for like the Senate or governor or even just mayor. You know what I mean? Because like you either choose the two sides, and it's really stupid because it's not even close when it comes down to these votes. To it'd be like 100,000 at best, and it's like everybody else is digging between the red and blue, you know. And honestly, I wonder if he was in the Epstein files. Hold up, he got mentioned twice. This isn't good. So when I searched for it, I was trying to see if it was like maybe on the flight logs, but it didn't mention anything on the flight logs. It mentioned someone else that they both put money into, like some type of event, not Jeffrey Epstein, but this other guy. And I just realized later on, Epstein did not like black people, so I guess there would be no way he would be on the list. It would be shocking if he was. Maybe if he wanted him assassinated, he would have been on the list, but that's what I found out. Yo, this guy is a joke, man. Like I don't even know how he didn't go to jail for riding behind a U-Haul. In fact, I don't get how any group that's been riding U-Hauls hasn't gone to jail. Cause I know damn well if I did that, my ass would be in jail. You know what I mean? But okay, buddy. Employer of the week. Jazz Six partner was arrested for molesting a 11-year-old boy. ICE agent guilty to raping a woman in custody for months. Guys, months. This is not right. In fact, hold up. Let me take that away. It's crazy how like criminally they are, and I thought you're supposed to check criminal backgrounds. What happened to that? First of all, was he on the list? Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say we got ourselves a future president right here. How old is this dude? Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say in a few years, I think I know who I'm gonna be voting for. I'm gonna just hang out with people that are either same ideology. If we disagree on one topic, I'm cutting them out of my circle. I'm not gonna. I like to be around with people that I will take my life for. I would just never take my life for those individuals that thinks that it's okay for a 12-year-old to be forced into pregnancy. I'm not gonna support people who wants pedos to run the world. I'm not gonna have people that wants fascism in this country. All right. So personally, I feel like the simpleness of what the founding fathers wanted was completely opposite of what America is today. And obviously, I'm not gonna be one of those pro Israel people because that's outrageous. So yeah, I mean, if you guys are one of them, then so be it. If you like being controlled by Israel, so be it. But just know when the side comes to show, we'll see what happens in the history books. And don't call the history books rogue. Don't be disappointed.